us, where do you live in the world?
I live in Winnipeg, Manitoba, on the very flat prairie.
Yeah, so lots of time over the winters to get lots of quilting done, right?
Yeah, you kind of hibernate in the winter when it's cool.
Yeah.
Further down the road, this group got together in Edmonton one year, and we were out on the nice sunny deck, and somebody raised the question of, do you have a theme for your for what you want to do in your artwork? And no, I don't think I do. But, I started describing this one photograph, which was my first big portrait quilt, called French Wonder, but it was these fellow with a motorcycle. And my arms are going and I'm getting all excited. And I thought, oh, okay, actually, I think I do have a direction I want to go.
Yeah.
I think I want to work on from these vintage photographs. I'm really interested in the people.
Beautiful. And what about French Wonder?
It was a 1904 Clement motorcycle made in France. And the outfit he had on was actually something specially designed for motorcycle riders or motorized bicycles of the time. And I did that one all in sepia tones. And that came about because I was down visiting my friend down in the States. And she took us to this wonderful little quilt shop in the middle of nowhere. I swear there was like 10 houses in the village. And this huge quilt shop that served the area. And they had this fabric that gradated from really dark on one side through to really light on the other side. So there were 5 values across the width of the fabric.
Wow.
So I bought several yards of it because finding the values like that would be so difficult otherwise.
Yeah.
And it had just a lovely, subtle little texture in it, which added interest.
Mm-hmm.
That became my first full-size portrait.
Wow. And
I still love that one.
When I saw that for the first time, I was astonished. I was like thinking to myself, did she dye every bit of that fabric? Where did you find it? Right. I guess you actually could dye in tones, but yeah, that would take forever. So that one is gorgeous. And the Hockey Boys, I forgot to talk about the Hockey Boys. So tell me about the Hockey Boys. That's a great Canadian kind of one.
That was an exciting one to do. It was the first time I tried doing one with 3 people in it, which was definitely a big challenge. I picked that one because of the differences again between the 3 boys, but they're all outfitted somewhat similarly in hockey uniforms.
Yeah.
So there was that kind of feel of this is kind of a down home hockey team. And in the original photo, of course, they were standing in front of a brick building, which was very boring. So I created more of a winter kind of ice looking background to go with them. And that was an interesting one because when I got it all done, I'm standing back and I'm just so excited. I've got the whole top done and I looked at it and one guy's tilting a bit out to one side. I thought, oh, no, it can't be. And the pattern had shifted just ever so slightly and I hadn't noticed. So it was figuring out how do I slice the whole thing very carefully and rotate, can I? In the first place, rotate that guy in so that he's upright. Thankfully, it was only about an inch or so. But I did it and I quilted it and I submitted it to a show for Studio Art Quilt Associates, SAQA, out of the US. They were having their first Canadian only exhibit called Color with a U, which was focusing on Canadian theme. And submitted the Hockey Boys and it was accepted. So it's in a touring exhibit touring around Canada.
That's so great.
Did you like this trailer? Hit that subscribe button to get the new podcast trailer every week and click on the link in the description below to listen to the full podcast.